So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 28-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll drop to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They'll throw now 3rd and forever. He's going to take a shot down the field.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. He'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. From the gun, here's a handoff. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Saints 7.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. So, a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 49. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints' 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings it to 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Saints.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
A handoff as they try to run it here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 37-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, New Orleans. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
First goes in at the 27-yard line.
Right back to Olave. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The left side into the hands of Olave.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Now it is 1st and goal. This one caught at the 4. He is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play reading his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2nd and a yard. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. They'll go with a run. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This one complete right side. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get them.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. The hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. One final throw before the break. That's deep for Olave. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screen play. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
It'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pass complete to Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Dallas.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe if he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play. And a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score. Touchdown Saints.
Just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hot! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. 1st and goal at the 2.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's a run. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll go with him again. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's deep for Olave. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give them 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
To the ground, a first down run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. He'll drop to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance.
This is intercepted. And the Saints have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The second down throw is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now, on second and long. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
The extra point is good. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll throw here on third and short. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Here we go. This is fourth down. For a third time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
His kick is good. It's the score, 42, Cowboys 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right back to the air following that pick six. Going up top. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
Back to the air once more on second down. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's the pick number 6. Second and 4.